Hey, thanks for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me, man.
Go ahead, Vane. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No worries. I was just about to welcome our guest. Would you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Jason Asberry from the band Stormruler.
Very nice to have you, Jason.
Bass on record.
What?
I do guitar, vocals, bass on the record.
And you also make girls jealous with those braids. Like, where does one get?
Just cut it like half of it off.
Really?
Yeah, this shit used to be down to like, it was past my waist for a long time.
Wow.
Asshole.
But my guitar strings when we would play. So I cut it right above my guitar. So now it just sits above my guitar instead of on my guitar.
That's funny.
Oh my God. The struggle. It's real.
It is.
Where are you guys located?
We're out of St. Louis, Missouri.
Okay.
Bunch of Midwest boys.
Midwest boys doing some really good black metal or extreme metal for sure.
Appreciate it.
I've been listening to Upon Frozen Shores for a couple days now, prepping for this thing, and boy, that thing blows me away.
Yeah, hell yeah, man! I love that track.
What's been the response to it so far?
It's been overwhelmingly positive. We went through Black Metal Promotions again for this premiere. We did it for excuse me, the original premiere for the first record, Under the Burning Eclipse. Originally, we put that album out ourselves and had a premiere through Black Metal Promotions, and that's actually how we got picked up by Napalm, and then Napalm re-released it themselves. But this one, we talked to them and kind of like wanted to coordinate it again to release it on Black Metal Promotion again, because that's a bigger YouTube channel. A lot of people have discovered black metal records through there. So, and we thought it'd be cool to do another premiere with them. But everybody's been liking it so far, I think.
That's sweet.
Yeah, it's a kick-ass track for sure. Yeah, I've also been listening to it. So how's the Midwest and black metal? How's that marriage? Like, does it work? Is it full of conflict? Tell us more.
Hey, listen, right now, over the past probably 4 or 5 years has had like this big resurgence of like heavy music or extreme or dark music. Like, obviously we're from here, but then we call it Little Sweden because there's like 4 or 5 of us in bands here, but like we all just share members. So
nice.
There's Stormruler, and then basically the entire live lineup of Stormruler also plays in Bastard, which is my other band. It's kind of like a black thrash thing, and then we also play in a band called Harkonnen, which is kind of like a death metal gig. And then there's another black metal band out of St. Louis that just started called Dirus. They're kind of in that Emperor extreme black metal vein as well. And so there's a lot of stuff going on here.
What do you think the reason for it is coming out of that section of the country?
There's not much else to do. I mean, we have our forests and stuff and our woods and things and trails that we can go hike on and whatnot. But as far as that, if you're not going to a bar, there's not much else to do. So hang out with the boys, have a drink or something, and write some music.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So did I read correctly?
How are the bars?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
How are the bars? Is there any like
actually
describe an average Friday night at a Midwestern bar? Never been.
So in the city, we actually have a lot of really good bars. My first job when I worked up when I moved to St. Louis was at a place called the Pinup Bowl, which is like this cocktail lounge, but it's also a bowling, like a punk rock bowling alley. So it's just like punk rock and cocktails and bowling all the time. But there's a doom band out of St. Louis called Fister, and they're like in the vein of like Primitive Man kind of stuff. And the bass player Kenny, he owns a bar here called the Crow's Nest, and on the weekends they do metal brunch on Saturday and Sunday. Nice. So it's just like death black metal playlists and like cuisine fucking breakfast. It's awesome.
Oh my God, that's my jam right there. Food and black metal. God damn it, count me in.
That's good shit.
Yeah, because like for a moment there, I was like, what did they do with the eggs to make it metal? Like, but it was just a playlist.
Yeah. Nice.
They actually ate the chicken, kill it on the spot.
Yes, that would be really black metal,
Exactly,
right?
like-
Slaughtering the chicken at the brunch table.
There you go.
You know, dribble
Black
a little bit of chicken blood on it. So just like squeeze the chicken to get the freshest egg possible.
So what I was going to say is
Truth
Under
of
a
it.
Burning Eclipse has 20 tracks on it. How in the world? did
So
that
Under the
come
Burning
about?
Eclipse had 19. Sacred Rites has 20.
20. How does even 19? How does that even come about? That's a lot to write for a record, right?
It is, but like half of those are really only like interludes and intros. So like the way Jesse and I originally did it was we're both like big Pink Floyd fans, and we're both like big Allegiance fans, and bands that just have like seamless records that you listen to it front to back and it just flows really well. And we kind of wanted to capture that as well. And so after we wrote all the songs, we're like, well, we kind of want to do interludes for this and find a way to make the album flow really well. We're like, well, let's write some intros and interludes. So we did that. And sometimes you listen to a song that has a 2-minute intro, you want to skip it. So we're like, fuck it, let's make the intros their own tracks. That way, if somebody wants to listen to the intro or the interlude with the track, they can. And if they want to skip it, they can just go straight to the track. And the interludes were musical enough. We're like, we'll just give them names and make them part of the album as well. So
Nice. You said something interesting there that we talk about a lot on the show. The sequencing, right? The whole album as an album.
Yeah.
There's an art of sequencing and a way that you guys put it together so you have ebbs and flows. And I think that's missing in a lot of today's music, right? With the downloads of one song or one track.
Yeah. I'm like I said, we're both huge Floyd fans, and they're the kings of composition when it comes to just having seamless records. I think that's a really big deal. So it's a big deal to us, at least.
Interesting. Rena?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is a thing that we talk about a lot on this show. So was it like, first of all, I think that's sort of genius, that idea of like, all right, you get to, pick and choose whether you want to listen to the intro or not. But you said that then you just had to like come up with names. Did it like at that point become sort of like plastered on that we need to, like, it wasn't something that we built as a cohesive story and make it like a whole bigger than its numbers, but now we're just like, okay, this is what we're gonna do, and now we gotta name these things.
I had like Jesse and I, we have no shortage of song titles. Like, we don't even have songs, we just have titles for songs. So it's fun just sitting there. Like, we'll have the song, and then after it's written and I write the lyrics for it, like, all right, what's this song about? Because he's the one who does most of the interludes. And what we'll do, sorry, it's rain, it's probably noisy as shit.
Can't hear.
Oh, good. So what we do is like, we'll write the song, I'll write the lyrics, and then when it comes time to do the interlude, he'll kind of have an idea in his head, but then I'll be like, all right, so here's what this song's about. Here's like some things that you could incorporate into the interlude to kind of make it relate to the song. He's like, okay, I'll figure it out. Then he gives it, or he does, writes the whole thing, and then he gives it to me, and I'm like, what is this title? What should it be? So we make it relatable, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, sounds good.
Are you writing your records with like a sort of theme or something you want your fans to take away from after listening to a Stormruler record or after listening to Sacred Rites and Black Magic, for instance?
Overall, like, there's not a conceptual theme over the entire record. It's not a concept record, but you can listen to it sort of in a way that you would listen to a concept record, like Rush's 2112, for instance. The whole thing has a concept, and like musically it all kind of flows together and has an underlying theme, like tonality wise, but lyrically it doesn't. We've like tossed around the idea of doing a concept record. That may happen in the future, just like doing our own lore. But we have songs about all kinds of shit. As far as like, we're both big Dark Souls and Bloodborne fans, so we'll have a couple songs about that, or like some books we're reading. Like on this record, there's a song about a book, a series called the Stormlight Archives that we wrote about, and a couple historical songs. So it kind of jumps around.
Gotcha. What is up, Delicious Faithful? Bruce Moore here to tell you about Adventru Drift Gummies. I know we're all headbangers, but we can't be 24/7 headbangers, and we do need to get a good night's sleep. That's why I'm here to tell you about Drift Gummies, because who doesn't love a night of restful sleep? Adventure is a brand new hemp company bringing all natural, high quality, and effective hemp products to the market. They are your trusted hemp experts, whether you're trying it out for the first time or are an experienced user. Adventure is family owned, grown, and crafted in Kansas. Drift gummies, made for your bedtime routine, are crafted with high quality, popular hemp compounds like CBD and CBN, blended with natural, trusted ingredients like valerian root and lemon balm. Drift is flying off the shelves nationwide, and we don't want you to miss out. Take 15% off your purchase with the code WELCOME15. That's WELCOME15 at checkout by visiting www.adventrue.com and tell them we sent you. Rita?
I had something and then my mind went, bleh.
Oh, no worries at all.
No, it was good. No, yes. Since you guys write about black magic and stuff like that, is that something that's incorporated in your shows? Like, is that a thing that you do weird fucking rights when you play?
Not really, just because we don't have the budget for a big production right now. Maybe eventually I would like to have a big, full-blown production of a show. Would be rad, but right now it's just leather.
How much can one chicken cost? Now, come on.
How much does it cost to do magic? I think use the cost of the book itself,
right.
And then the time to learn all the spells. Yeah.
There you go.
Are you guys
is it something that you do in your free time then, or is it just like this shit is cool? We're gonna sing about it.
We'll just sing about it. Like it's a fun topic, and actually, sacred rites and black magic. That song in particular is actually from a game series called The Elder Scrolls. So I took some inspiration from that.
Interesting.
Gotcha.
Are you guys planning on taking this out on the road?
Oh yeah. We're supposed to actually be on a big tour in November, but one of the bands that were from Sweden, one of the guys was having troubles with a visa, so it got postponed. So we might go out for a couple weeks in January. We are going down to Puerto Rico for a show in December, and after that, we're just waiting for Cannibal Corpse and Dark Funeral in Europe, which is March and April.
Oh, that'll be a great gig.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fun tour. I think it's 44 days. We're going over there in like 40 shows, 15 countries. It's gonna be fucking cool.
Have you been to Europe yet?
Nope, this is gonna be our first time, and what a way to pop that cherry!
Oh yeah, what a lineup that is.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm here in Finland. Let me know if you drop by.
All right,
say hi.
I thought we were going to Finland. I thought I'd seen a Finnish date, but we're actually going to Poland. We're going to yeah. I wish
Land
we were
of
going
the free press versus totalitarian.
Yeah. I love Finland though. Finnish has some of the best black metal. I'm a huge Moonstar and Havo Kruunu fan. So,
what was the second one?
Havo Kruunu.
Oh, Havo Kruunu. Yes. Yeah, we do have some really, really kick-ass bands. Yeah, Moonstar is fantastic.
No doubt.
I mean, that's another thing we talk about here, right? Finland has an exorbitant amount of metal bands that come out of it, as opposed to the rest of the world and it's so tiny.
For real, between Sweden and Finland, those are the two countries that have the best black metal, in my opinion.
Yeah,
and then Poland shortly after.
The Norwegians are probably
really Norway doesn't even make the top three. Then
Norway has some really good shit. I mean, obviously you have like classics like Emperor and like Shooter. Like I'm wearing a Shooter hoodie, but they go back and forth. Big team.
Yeah. I'm not saying you're wrong. Just making it clear for the listeners.
Like the Scandinavian countries, Sweden is superior in the black metal realm.
Sweden seems to be like unfairly superior in music altogether.
Yeah.
Like whatever genre you pick.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like something in the water or what, but they write some good shit.
Yeah, like it doesn't matter what genre you pick. Like you can just gaze over to Sweden and they will have some amazing band doing indie pop or like folk, whatever. It's still we're from Sweden. It's unfair. I don't know what it is because they're not that much bigger than we are, and we only have the metal. The rest of the shit just sucks.
Cornered. Yeah, you have that market cornered on.
Absolutely. I think we talked about it before. It's the coldness and the darkness, right? Which is kind of similar to where you guys are, right? It's fucking cold in Missouri.
It gets cold as shit. It also gets hot and muggy as fuck. We have a both. We have like 120-degree days, and then we have like humid, freezing winters. That's just ice and like a little bit of snow. So.
Wow.
Yeah, welcome to Helsinki. This is exactly. Oh yeah, but I was thinking like geography, definitely my worst suit, right after math. But
Yeah.
I'm thinking I have this crazy idea in my head that we might be in the same sort of, what's the word for the like the climate zone that goes around, like, you know, that we sort of align,
Right.
that it's not that far off, you know, weather-wise and so on. And I can't believe like we've now like become a podcast that talks about the weather, but but at least it's international weather, which makes it, you know, kind of
Yeah, that much better.
yeah.
So what's next for you guys besides the Puerto Rico? What are you doing between now and then?
We have the month off, November. I'm playing a couple shows with my other bands. Jesse's other band, Oracle, is like a power metal band. They're finishing up recording an EP and getting that done. I'm doing a bunch of hunting in November. That's hunting season, so I'm taking time off to do that. And then after that, it's just Puerto Rico. After that, probably going to do a little bit of writing. We actually already started demoing some stuff for the third record. That's not going to be released for another probably 2 years. And then I don't know, a lot of writing, focusing on other projects and shit in line to go to Europe.
Yeah, I imagine that's going to be pretty interesting.
And yeah.
So, Rena, if you don't have anything else, or let me ask you, do you have anything else before we jump into the this newer segment here?
No, let's do the new segment. I'm super stoked.
You're
like our guinea pig now.
Yeah,
Jason.
and you're not driving, are you?
Never happened before.
No.
And
On my way to a job site, I'm a carpenter, so I was like, I need to do this interview, so I'm gonna pull off and I'll fucking talk
Okay,
to these
good.
guys.
So,
well, you've got a few minutes of absolute insanity hitting your way before like laying down some carpet.
Oh shit.
all right, if you like it, it was my idea. If you don't, it was Rena's idea, right? So
Right.
I'm gonna share a picture with you here. All I want you to do is tell me what's happening in the picture and what the next thing is going to happen in the picture. That's it. 2 quick questions. I just got to figure out how to share my screen. So hold on. Ready? We're going to do this and this.
Bruce is super tech savvy.
Yeah. Do you have that?
Yeah.
All right. Tell me
Yes.
what is happening in that picture and what happens next.
Looks like a clown in hell thinking about TV, but he's also got a TV and some cave paintings going on. What's gonna happen? I might be
a clown in hell.
I don't
thinking about TV, but also has a TV.
He's thinking about TV. He's got a TV, but the TV's not working. He wishes the TV was working. Looks like there's a schematic over there on the left. It is haunted. He's got a TV on his mind. His TV isn't working, but it also looks like he's got a schematic over there, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Just so happens to be in a cave in hell, but I think he's going to end up fixing that TV. He's going to try to read that schematic.
I didn't see any of that, so that's pretty great.
Can I still get your take on the cave paintings, which are less than usual? So
he is a primitive man. It looks like he painted a comb, a very big comb, relatively compared to the person standing next to it. And then he also might be a
very fuzzy hair. So it makes sense there would be a comb. You know?
And he was doing finger painting and accidentally leaned up against the wall. That's why there's a hand over there on the other side.
True. True.
What are we calling that little thing in the back there? Is that like some sperm with antennas?
Some alienated sperm. Yes.
I love that alienated is like something that you shot a beam at it and it became alien-ish. Yeah. You know? Not as in like we are now estranged.
He seems like a troubled man, but
fair enough.
But
This
yeah,
is
my
so
fetish is
interesting
gonna
because
fix
for
that.
me, that's a woman. Like, is this a thing? Like,
Or
why do you
her,
see a
or
clown when
they.
I just see a redheaded woman?
But what are you seeing in that thing above his head? Because to me,
I think it's a TV. Or
oh, really? All right, I'm going to tell you what I see, and I'm
It
probably
looks
more
like a
fucked
dude
up.
eating a road for some reason. The thing
No,
above
you're
his
thinking
head.
that the thing above his head looks like a TV or a dude eating a road?
Yeah.
I see like either a volcano or maybe even a chef with a chef's hat.
I kind of see the chef hat. Maybe he's
I
not
now
thinking
see
at
the
all. Maybe
volcano.
that's not a thought bubble. Maybe that's just a floating image of a
Chef?
picture he likes.
Amazing. The wonders our subconsciouses hold.
The man or woman has no thoughts.
He only has a very big comb.
A very big comb, some alien sperm, and a schematic TV.
Nice. Well,
I
thank
love
you.
how he's like able to only draw a very, very big comb, but then somehow is able to decipher that very alien-y schematic that is down on my left or his right.
He's doing what he can with what he's got. Yeah.
Maybe that's why he looks a little bit like overwhelmed,
He does.
out
He
of
looks a
his
little bit
depth.
flustered.
Right, yeah.
He also
in this cave in
looks a
hell.
little pale. He's been in that cave a while.
True.
Nice.
You don't get to see the sun when you're in hell.
No.
That's one of the
At least not that part.
that's one of the downsides.
Well, cool, my friend. I appreciate you taking the time to play along. We're trying some different with some shorts that usually do really well.
I appreciate it. It was fun.
So before we go, do you have anything else? Did we miss anything you want to cover?
I think that was it. If anyone's gonna listen to this in Europe, come out. Tickets are on sale now, so go pick up the record. You can buy that from stormruler.net/merch.
Awesome.
That is all, man.
Amazing.
Thank you, my friend. Hope that wasn't too bad.
That was awesome, man. I appreciate it. Well, hopefully we do it again.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You well.
I'll catch you when you actually head to Finland, not Poland.
Next time. Or maybe I'll
Next
just try
time
to
you're-
like bug them and send us to Finland because I want to go to Finland.
Yeah.
So
Hell yeah. Have a good day carpenting.
Yeah.
thank you.
We'll see you,
Later,
my
guys.
friend. Take care.
Cheers.
All right. Bye.
Later. Bye.
Ever wonder what a punch from Elton John feels like?
Or how you'd cope with having turned down the chance to be in Nirvana?
Or what signal Keith Richards gives when he wants you to get the hell out of his hotel room?
Fans of Too Much Effing Perspective don't have to wonder, because they've heard these exact stories and a jillion others on our podcast. I'm Alex Hoffman, former tour manager for Radiohead.
And I'm musician and comedy writer Alan Keller. On the TMEP show, we get guests like Nancy Wilson from Heart, Jeremiah Freites from the Lumineers, and Modern Family's Julie Bowen to tell us things they may have only shared with their therapist, clergy, or a TMZ stringer.
So join us on Too Much Effing Perspective. That's EFFING Perspective. The only podcast you crank up to 11.